Hey, 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 you guys. Great morning, great morning, great morning. Great morning, you guys. So good to see you all. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. I am excited. Today is day one of the Chiseled by God 10-day fast. Super excited about this fast and what God is getting ready to do. Excited about the season that we're in. We are headed into Rosh Hashanah today, which is the Hebrew New Year. And I am excited. It starts tonight at sunset, starts tonight at sunset. So we are shifting over into the new year. So you still got some time to do some stuff. Hey, woman of God, how are you? Gorgeous. I miss you. Good morning, Artesia. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pineapple? Yes, listen, God dropped it on me yesterday. So you know how me and God do. He said do it, so I'm doing it, okay? But it's going to be a 10-day liquid fast. Good morning, Festus. How are you? Good to see you. I'm going to be reaching out to you today, Festus, because I got some stuff. I need your assistance, okay? You guys, listen, let me say this. This is the season to finish. My God. Yes. Happy pre-New Year. Yes. This is like, y'all, this is an incredible season. I wish that you guys could catch what God has shown me. I'm going to try to articulate it in ways that you can understand as much as I can. But I'm just telling y'all what God is doing in this season. Baby, 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 baby. Alita, y'all back in Texas. Girl, yes. So listen, let me tell y'all this is what God told me yesterday, right? So first of all, let me say that God has just been challenging me, okay? So let me see if you guys can see. Why y'all can't see? Why you can't see? I'm trying to sit up. I'm trying to sit up. Okay, so this is my Chiseled by God shirt. So yesterday, listen, I'm talking about yesterday morning. As I was doing the prophetic drive-by, God said, chiseled by God. I said, what? He said, chiseled by God. And he said, let me chisel you. And I'm like, oh my God, here he go. Listen, I know when he start with that, it's finna be some mess. He said, I want you to go on a 10-day fast. I said, okay. So I'm not saying anything out loud, right? Because I feel like, if I don't say it out loud, I don't have to do it, right? So I'm not saying nothing, right? He said, all liquids. Excuse me. You said what, Daddy? What liquids? All liquids? What liquids? What? So yes, he said 10-day all liquid fast. I'm going to be juicing juice, water, coffee. That's what I can have. Juice, water, coffee. And I know some people say, well, you can't have. I'm telling you what God told me. He said coffee too. That's what he said. Okay, so I ain't arguing with God. He said I can have coffee. Now you may not be able to have coffee. You may not be able to do everything I can do, but I'm telling you, girl, listen, I am not, girl. That's what I said. I said, no ribs, no, what? But for me, that's like sacrifice. That's sacrifice. That's sacrifice. Now, if you want to start at 6 p.m., you can start at 6 p.m. Because that's officially when Rosh Hashanah starts, right? So if you want to start, not 6 p.m., but sunset. If you want to start then, you can. And that still count for your day one. I've already started. Listen, I'm in a place where I so desperately need God. I so desperately need God that I'm willing to sacrifice whatever I need to sacrifice. And especially because I need him so much. I just need him, and I need him to do everything he promised me. And I'm not saying that he wouldn't do it, but I just had to start. I had to. He told me I couldn't have no ribs and stuff. And he's making me nervous. He's making me nervous because I feel like this fast is designed to do something different. It's designed to do something deeper in my life and in my eating. And I don't want it. Like, can I tell y'all, can I just be honest with y'all? I don't want what I feel like this is designed to do. I don't want it. That's not my preference. Not mine. Okay. I feel like as I'm going through this, that he's getting ready. No, I'm not going to say it. 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 Because maybe if I don't say it, it won't happen. Maybe if I don't say it, it won't happen. Maybe if I don't say it, it won't happen. So I'm just not going to say it. I'm going to hold on to that for as long as I can until he be like, say it. But today is day one of Chiseled by God. And Chiseled by God is all about allowing God to chisel you, to get the excess off of you, the things that are not like him, to really get you to that place. And so I'm going to kind of share with you part of something that I wrote in the Chiseled by God group. If you're not in the Chiseled by God group, put chisel me in the comments. If you want to join us for this fast, we'll add you. If you look on my page, you'll see a link to join the group. Bring some friends, like, let's do this thing and take it to the next level. And if you're just finding out about it today, you can literally start at sunset. Start your fast at sunset. Like, I'm absolutely fine with that. You seek God about it, because listen, I'm telling you, God is doing some amazing things. I know that's right, Prophetess Tammy. Listen, hey, Linda, how are you? Good morning. So listen, let me just share with you some of what God shared with me this morning about this process, right? So he took me to Ephesians chapter 5. Now, y'all listen, I need y'all to understand, when I say I don't know the Bible like that, I don't be knowing what's in every chapter. I like, if it's not something that's, I don't know what's in every chapter. So I didn't know. And so, but when I went and I looked at verse 1, I was like, really, God? You just do so much. He does. And I'm grateful. So I'm going to share my screen. Hold on one second. Let me get there. I'm going to share this devotion with you guys. You'll be able to see it. Share. Hold on, y'all. I got to share from 2 places. Now, I'm not going to read the whole devotion. If you want to read the whole devotion, you definitely can join the group and you'll be able to see it. But I'm going to share a part of it with you. And it says, day 1, I am your father. I want to say, Luke, I am your father. That's what I wanted to say. But Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1 says, imitate God, therefore, in everything you do, because you are his dear children. Ephesians 5:1, and that's in the Living Translation. What does it mean to be chiseled by God? Well, for me, it means giving God permission to allow the people, situations, circumstances, trials, tribulations, and challenges to come into your life to remove the excess from your life. That excess may be pride, selfishness, jealousy, envy, lust, hatred, anger, laziness, greed, lying, manipulating, stealing, abuse, and more. Whatever that excess is, it has to be shed or chiseled off. The key is that you have to be able to identify your excess. How do you identify your excess? By identifying how you are supposed to look. How do you know how you're supposed to look? By discovering how you were created to look. How do you know how you were created to look? By knowing the Creator. That's right. We can't accurately have vision of the excess, the part that needs to be chiseled away, if we don't know the one who created us first. Hold on, let me move down. I might go ahead and read all of it to y'all. Listen. So, Paul tells us in his letter to the church at Ephesus to imitate God in everything we do. Wow. Because we are his dear children. The Message version says, watch what God does and then you do it, like children who learn proper behavior from their parents. Ephesians 5:1. Think about how powerful that is. Much in the same way that we as children learn from our natural parents what to do and how to do it, we are to do the same thing with God. The difference is that our natural parents' flaws and negative characteristics also showed up, and we may have found ourselves picking up some of those characteristics and habits that are not pleasing to God. But when we watch God and learn from him, then we are guaranteed to get it right. Our goal should be to look like our daddy. Over the next 10 days, we'll spend time learning who our daddy is, what he does, how he does it, why he does it, where he does it, and when he does it. You see, you can imitate simply based on actions and words, like in Simon Says. In fact, God wants to be the Simon in your life. He wants you to do because he said it. He wants you to walk it like he talks it. But he also wants you to mature to the place where you understand who he is and why he does what he does. Sometimes we just need a revelation to get an impartation. However, these people, I'm telling y'all anyway. However, we can start without knowing or understanding anything other than God said. So, hold on. Let's play a game of God Says for the next 10 days. Just open up your heart and mind and do whatever it is that God says. For me, God said, do a 10-day all liquid fast and let me chisel you. I said, yes, Daddy. What has or is God saying to you? Listen, when you will do what Simon says, but not what God says, that's not what we're doing, okay? So for the next 10 days, that's what's going on. We're literally going to be embracing what God says to do. And that's right. Act like your daddy, boo. Act like your daddy, right? So, I am simply a vessel. And I've learned that in being a vessel, God will give me things and it'll flow quickly. And how quickly I obey will determine how quickly the things that he has stored up for me, I get to them, right? They're already there. They're waiting for me to get there, right? So when he gave me this, he said, chiseled by God. This is going to be a movement, a whole movement, chiseled by God. Chisel me, right? So, that's my next shirt. I'm getting ready to do that one today. Chisel me. Which if you want a shirt, the shirts are $35. They come with the gold print. Okay. I got regular and V-neck, black and white, I think. I have to look. But I can make whatever. But God has a plan with this chiseled by God. So let me say this, because I want you to understand. Because God creates, we are to create. So this is the other thing he told me. I am doing a book called Chiseled by God. Chiseled by God. Chiseled by God. Stories of God's masterpieces. Stories of God's masterpieces. And it's going to be a book with contributors. If you would like to be considered to be a contributor in the book, let me know, right? Inbox me. I'm going to put a post up a little later, but I want to give you guys first dibs, right? Let me know. It's going to be a book. It's going to be a conference. It's going to be, I'm telling you, this is a movement. This is a movement. If you want to be a part of a movement that assists people in getting to the place where they are showing up more like the God who resides in them and less like that excess that exists around them, then you definitely want to hit me up about this. You all, I'm telling you, God has shown me that this is going to be huge and it's going to be international. So you do not have to be in the US to be included in the project, right? But this project is a project that belongs to God. It is being chiseled by God. It is his masterpiece that he is creating. And I am so excited that he has chosen me to be the vessel that he uses to kind of spearhead it. But this is not about me. This is about us. This is about our daddy. This is about taking it to that next, not level, but next dimension. Now, listen, there are going to be commitments that come with doing this. This is not something where it's just going to be random. No, there are going to be commitments. There are going to be dates. And there's going to be accountability. So there's going to be a whole Chiseled by God book accountability group, so that if you have a chapter in the book, there's going to be an accountability group. We're going to work together. We're going to hold each other accountable. We're going to support one another, and we are going to do this thing the way that God would have us to do it, because he said do it. God said. Okay. I just need you to understand that this is truly a God thing. So, some of you know that I moved my dad here, and we've had like an amazing time. Like, it's been absolutely incredible. We've had an amazing time. He got to see that he is my superhero, and I got to see how proud he is of me. And there are a lot of things that have changed for me as a result of that. I just want you to keep him and us in prayer. I don't know how long he's gonna be with us. I don't know. But I'm grateful for every day, every moment, every minute. And there's some things that I want to get done quickly. So I just say that to say that time is precious and timing is of the essence. And there's a press right now in the spirit. There's a press. So I don't want you guys to miss out on anything that God is doing. Not in your life, not around you, not in your situation, in your circumstances. It's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. And as we're preparing to enter into Rosh Hashanah, into this new year, I would encourage you to make things right wherever you need to. If you need to forgive, forgive. You know what I'm saying? If you need to ask for forgiveness, ask for forgiveness. And let God be God and show up in your life. But you all, I'm telling you, it's time. It's time for us to really push through. Y'all, we too close not to push through now. We're too close not to get to the other side. We're too close. And I believe that the collaborators of this book are listen, we're going to build some incredible relationships. But the other thing is, I believe there's a reason that God wants us all to be together right now in this season. And I don't think it's accidental. And I think that I know that everyone who participates in this project, like, there is a supernatural blessing in store. There's something that God is getting ready to do for all of us, you know? And I don't want you to think that this book is just for people who's already written books, or people who have PhDs, or people who have college degrees. I want you to know that your story matters. Your story matters. And the beauty is that even if you've never written a book or a chapter or anything like that, that you've got me, and I'm going to coach you through it. I believe this is my season to serve as a midwife like never before. I am helping people birth, 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 birth. That's what God has me doing. It's like I'm constantly in the delivery room. But I don't know if you guys remember when I did something and it said 2021, it was going to be babies, baby, like 2021, baby, 2022, baby, 2023, baby, 2024. And I believe that those babies are the books, the projects that people want to do that they've not been able to do, or helping people to step into who they've been called to be. Many of you are supposed to be in a place that's very different and looks very different from where you are, but it can't happen unless you do something different. And until you do something different, you're going to continue to find yourself in that same place. So listen, it's time for you to get serious. I have an affirmation, and the affirmation says, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I got it last night. So I have this app on my phone. It's called Manifest. And all throughout the day, I get affirmations. You can put your own affirmations in, like you can use their affirmations. You can use it for different areas. But last night I got an affirmation, and it really kind of stuck with me. And I want to share it with you guys because I don't want you all to miss what God is doing because of money. That's what I'm going to say, because of money. Hold on. So this was the affirmation. Oh, I got it yesterday at 3:20, right? And it said, investing money in myself is wise spending. God has been dealing with me about wisdom a lot. And sometimes we are not exercising God's wisdom in what it is that he would have us to do. See, there's some stuff that God is trying to do in your life that he's going to give you wisdom on how to do it. And he's going to show you how to do it and get it done, right? Get it done. I don't want to say easily, because it's not that it's going to be easy, but every time there is something, an obstacle, a challenge, or whatever, he's going to send you a solution to the problem. A good friend of mine, Coach Eric Shaw, always says that the solution is in the problem. So when you encounter the solution, you've also encountered the solution. When you encounter the problem, you've also encountered the solution. Now, does that change how you look at problems a little differently? The solution is in the problem. So when you encounter the problem, you also encounter the solution. The solution is there. So I need you all to understand that what God is doing in this season is going to require you to stretch. It's going to require you to invest in yourself. It's going to require that. It's a part of what God is doing in this season in your life. And all I can tell you is this: it's going to pay off, and it's going to be worth it. I'm telling you, what we're getting ready to do with this book project, I'm telling you all, it's going to be incredible, and it's going to impact a lot of lives, and it's going to give you a product that can make you $1 million. It's going to give you a product that can make you $1 million, right? It can take you to 6 figures. You're going to have something in your hand that you can sell that has you in it, but also supports other people. And so more and more people are going to know who you are, because you get to be connected to the network of everyone who has something in the book. That's what God is doing. It's connecting the dots. I don't know why God has been speaking to me in children's games. And I think it's because he really wants us to be like a child, right? He wants us to be like a child, to return to our childlike nature, not childish nature, our childlike nature, that nature of trust, that nature of belief, that nature of faith, that nature of where, when somebody says something, you just take it at face value, right? And so he really wants us to operate in wisdom, but to be childlike in our faith, right? In our belief. And so it's like connect the dots. Remember when you would do a connect the dot? I don't know about you, but you would look at a connected dot and you'd see all these dots, right? But you wouldn't know what it was. And you wouldn't know what it was until you finished connecting the dots. God is connecting the dots, and he's been connecting the dots, and he's getting ready to show you what it is, right? You're close to being able to see what it is, but your desire to know first is preventing you from moving. Your desire to know first is preventing you from moving. But if you'll trust the process and just 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you'll just connect the dots, God is connecting the dots for me. And I'm telling you, I'm watching him connect them. And when I tell you, I absolutely know, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor has it entered into the hearts of men the things that God has prepared for me. I mean that. Yes. It's childlike. Yes. We got to have that childlike faith. You see, let me tell you something about children. Have you ever had a child in the store and that child said they want something? They want what they want. And you say, oh, well, how much is it? They're like, I don't know. They just know they want it. And then you look at the price and you're like, woo, that's high, honey. No, we can't do that. But the child doesn't have the limitations placed on them that we place on ourselves, and the things that we've experienced, we've allowed it to place on us. So we see a price tag and we be like, whoa, these kids, they like, what? But you can get it. You can get it. You're rich. And listen, when children tell you you're rich, stop telling them kids you're not rich. Why would you denounce your riches? You are rich because we're in him. We are rich. And listen, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for us. And you know, our daddy owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. And you know, listen, all of those things, right? All of the prosperity scriptures that tell us that our daddy has it. And if our daddy has it, it belongs to us. It's our inheritance. It's our birthright. So we got to stop that. If there's something that God needs for us to do, I promise you, he will make a way for you to do it. I promise you, I've watched him do it too many times. I just went to the Millions Conference and I did not, because I was like, I don't have the expendable cash right now. I just moved. My daddy had just moved. I don't have the expendable cash. Do you know what my daddy did for me? My daddy bought my ticket. He had somebody else buy my ticket. And then they couldn't go. And then they gave the ticket back. And then they gave tickets away. And I got my ticket. That's how I got my ticket. But it was my ticket all along. The ticket belonged to me. He just had somebody else buy the ticket for me and knew that they weren't going to be able to go. And then they were going to give the ticket and say, hey, can y'all give these tickets back? Give these tickets to somebody. And then I got my ticket because it was my ticket anyway. Ticket had my name on it. The person just didn't know it had my name on it. They were buying that ticket for me. I had somebody, they bought a dress and they said, I don't even know why I bought this dress. You know, you bought that dress for me. That's why you bought it. God had you buy the dress so that you could give the dress to me. See, we got to understand how much God cares about us. And see, we are running around counting pennies and he's trying to put millions in our hands. Did you hear what I said? Millions with an S. He's trying to put millions in our hands, but we trying to count pennies. Hold on to the pennies. He's trying to release the millions. But it requires us to put something in the ground. And if you are not willing to invest in yourself, why do you think anybody else is going to invest in you? I don't know why y'all think that is. Listen, I'm going to invest in me because whoever's in my life, whatever man, whatever friends, like, because I invest in me, they're going to know what I like. They're going to know, you know, that I'm worth it, that I'm worth it. See, if you don't believe you're good soil, why would anybody else? That's why God had to deal with me on sowing. Listen, I had this whole issue with when God would say, tell them to sow into you. I would have a whole issue. I don't want to seem like I want that money. I don't want to seem like I just want that money. I don't want to. God said, no, that's not what no, you're missing it. You're missing it. I'm trying to get them a blessing, but the blessing is going to come through their sowing into you. That seed they sow into you is going to produce a blessing for them. And so when you don't do it, then you block their blessing. What sense does that make? So it's not about you being selfish. It's not about you wanting something for you. It's about me telling you you're a conduit. You're a conduit. You better know who you are in God. You better know. That's why we're doing this 10-day fast, because some of you don't know. You don't know the magnitude. You don't know the power you possess. You don't know the impact that you were created to have on this earth. You don't know. So as we're doing this book project, listen, we get the opportunity to come together, be chiseled by God, and share our testimonies of times when God has chiseled us. I'm not talking about you got to be a whole finished statue that's all cut up and ripped and all the dust has been brushed off. No, that's not what I'm saying. This is about what it feels like, what it looks like, what happens when you allow God to chisel you. That's what this is about, and what God does in the chiseling and how the chiseling impacts you. So if you feel that you're called to be one of the, okay, God, one of the 21 contributors for this book, 20 contributors, because me, one of the 20 contributors for this book, that's why he said 20. I was trying to figure out, because I was seeing 21, but I was hearing him say 20. 20 is the number of contributors, because it's 21 of us that's going to be in the book. 7 times 3. Okay? 7, the number of completion, times 3, the number of the Trinity. You know? So I need you to understand that this process is going to change your life. Period. Period. I stand on it. So if you're interested in being a contributor in the Chiseled by God book project, which is also going to be a conference, which is also a movement, which is also so much more, then I want you to say me in the comments. Just put me. Just put me. We're not going to make it difficult. Just put me. If you want to participate in the Chiseled by God 10-day fast that we're going to say technically starts at sunset tonight, so y'all can eat y'all's barbecue at sunset tonight, put chisel me. Me, if you want more information about participating in the book, chisel me if you want to be in the fast. Okay. Me, if you want more information about how to be a contributor in the book, chisel me if you want to be in the fast. Okay. So you all listen. All I'm gonna tell you is this: God is giving you an opportunity. Take it. Ali, I don't know if you're still on or not, but I hope you participate in this book project, because you've got so much to share with the world. And all of you do. All of you do. All of you do. It's whether or not you're going to do it. But this project could be the thing that really gets you to that next dimension. But it's up to you what you do with it. Okay? So you guys, it's day 1. I'm getting chiseled by God. Look, chiseled by God, chiseled by God, chiseled by. And you know it's God, because listen, I created my other shirt yesterday and I created this one today. Baby, don't play with me. Don't play with me. God is doing a whole thing. And I want y'all to stay tuned, because God told me this is my brand. This is my brand. So I want you to stay tuned for, the things that are coming from Chiseled by God. I'm like, yes. Yes, girl. I know that's right, prophetess. I know that's right. I see it at 600, because listen, I need to eat. Yes, Jackie, I'm so proud of you. Yes. Y'all listen. Yes. Miss Sims. Hey, beautiful. Yes. I'm going to get with you guys, and I'm going to give you guys the details. God has mapped out a whole plan, and I'm super excited to share that plan with you guys. I just know that when God brings you to it, he'll bring you through it. Okay. So I need y'all to get ready for what God is getting ready to do, because it's going to be big. God's about to blow your mind. All right, you guys, listen, you guys have an amazing day. I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Be blessed. Make sure you go join the Chiseled by God group. We're going to do devotions each day. I won't do them on my lives, on my public page. I'm just doing this to kind of, let people know what's happening. But there's some things that are getting ready to get real private. So It's going to be kind of exclusive. So you got to be in the group to get it. All right. I love you guys. Have an amazing day and be blessed.